need this Spring Boot application annotation? What will happen if I remove this Spring Boot application? Do you know how to include or how to use controllers or services from different packages other than our base package? If you don't know, continue watching this video and I will explain all about our Spring Boot application annotation and how to include these classes and services or packages from different base package. So let's continue. Hello everyone. So the Spring Boot application annotation is nothing but a combination of multiple annotations. If I open this by clicking on this, I can see it has three major annotations: Spring Boot configuration, enable auto configuration, and component scan. If I remove this and start the application, you will see web application could not be started as there was no servlet factory being defined in the context. If I enable this and start our application, it will run happily. No exception. What if someone asks, can I start this application without using Spring Boot application? Yes, definitely we can start our application without using Spring Boot application annotation. As I told earlier, it is combination of three annotations. So if I use Spring Boot configuration, enable auto configuration, and component scan and start the application now, our application will run without any exception or error. In the current package, I have my controller. Let me try to open this. And we can see it is returning 200. Okay. If I remove one of the annotation, let's say I removed component scan, will our application still work? Yes, our application will come up, but it won't work. Reason is currently it is not able to scan our current package to identify this my controller. Currently there is no exception in the console, but if I try to get our localhost 8080, I will get not found. So that is why we need a component scan. What if I disable this? Will our application work now? Let's see. It is not working because we have disabled the configuration, auto configuration, which is responsibility of Spring Boot, right? So that is why it is giving exception. If I enable it, the auto configuration, and disable the Spring Boot configuration, what will happen? Application is up and running. Is it working fine? Yes, it is working fine. So without component scan, our application can come up, but it won't do anything because there is no component scan working behind the scene. Without enable auto configuration, nothing will work. Our application won't come up, and without Spring Boot configuration also, our application come up, and it will work also. So this was about our Spring Boot application annotation. Let's bring back our Spring Boot application. Let's restart. Things are working fine. Let's continue. Now I have another package, another package.demo, and my base package is Spring Boot, where my Spring application is placed is application example demo. I have this API or REST API which is another slash. If I do another slash, I will get a 404. How can I include, or how can I tell my Spring Boot application to include this another controller in my Spring context? So we have a parameter here which is scan packages. In the scan packages, we can provide a single package or we can provide array of packages. So currently I have only one package which is not in the base one, right? So I will do com.another.demo. Let me restart. And we can see now it is working perfectly. There are few more options we have. If we do control space, we have excludes, we have scan packages, class base packages, exclude names, name generator, proxy bean method, true or false, right? So these also you can explore by yourself. You can read the documentation by clicking on control, click on this annotation, and you can see exclude name, exclude specific auto configuration class name such that will never be applied. Suppose you have suppose you have some configuration classes which you want to exclude from the current uh, application run. So you can exclude those by using exclude, right? So giving either this or this, okay. By giving an array of string, you can exclude the configuration files. Then we exclude name. I guess this exclude name and exclude both are kind of same thing. Let me see. Exclude specific auto classes such that okay. In exclude, you need classes names like com.example.demo.mycontroller. In the names, you just need the names. Suppose my controller. So those things you can do. We have explored the scan base package. So this was all about the Spring Boot application. Without Spring Boot application annotation, yes, we can run our application. There are another 3 annotation which we can use on the main class, and we can definitely run our application. How to include another controller or services from another package using scan base package. We can definitely include the other classes. Okay, so this was all about the Spring Boot application annotation. It is quite simple and easy to use annotation. So that's it. In interview, definitely someone will ask you, why do we need this? Is there any alternative? Will our application start without this annotation? So you can answer all those questions by watching this video. Thank you very much. We'll meet in another video. Bye bye.